Could it be? For me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Card Collector Series podcast. I, of course, am your set man, Louie T. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already done so, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to the Card Collector Series for more great content. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and also hit that like button as it helps this channel grow exponentially. So on today's show, we're going to talk about a topic that we talked about last podcast episode, except we're going to change sports. So, top 5 cards you'd like to add, or not cards, but, players that you'd like to add to your collection. And we'll talk about that in a second. But before we do that, at the end of every show, we always open up a pack of cards here on the Card Collector Series podcast. And today's episode is no different. At episode's end, we will be opening up a 2020 NFL Select pack. And hopefully we'll get a Burrow or a Herbert or a Tua or something of that ilk out of the pack. We'll see. I've got my fingers crossed, but I am not going to hold my breath. So let's talk about today's topic. And of course, if you're not interested in today's topic, you can always fast forward to the end of the show and get to the pack rip. So top 5 NBA adds to the collection. So yesterday I gave you the top 5 adds to my NFL collection that I would like to at some point find a way to acquire via hunt. And it's not going to be easy, but I think over time I'll be able to scratch off all of those players off of that list. This one I think is going to be a lot harder to do. NBA is always tougher. I'm finding it very tough in the NFL as well. I thought, it was crazy. I was so naive when I started to really hone in on NFL cards because they're always a lot more. It feels like it, at least. I don't think that's actually the case, but it felt like there were more NFL cards in every pack and in every box than there were NBA cards. I just felt like, there's no way I'm not going to get what I'm looking for with this many cards available to me. But, when you think about it, there are many more players in the NFL. And so it just makes it that much harder. But I wasn't thinking about it that way. I just thought, man, it's a lot of cards that they're giving me. This, box has, 600 cards in it. Like, how am I not going to come away with, one rookie card that I'm looking for? You'd be surprised. So I'm finding that out the hard way. But NBA cards, it just seems like they purposefully make sure that you don't get the cards you're looking for. And obviously that's not the case. It's just rare, that, and it's supposed to be that way. So let's get to my top 5 ads. And similar to yesterday, there are going to be a couple on this list that are split. So there are more than one for that particular number. But starting at number 5, I always told you that the ones closest to me are the ones that I want to get immediately. And so for me, the 2 rookies from last year's draft class in the NBA are the ones that I've gotten some Anthony Edwards. Okay, so I got some Ant Edwards rookies, but nothing impactful that moves the needle in a LaMelo Ball. So those are the 2 that are at number 5. LaMelo Ball and Ant Edwards from the 2020 NBA draft class that I think has a chance to be phenomenal. Those 2 in particular look like they've got superstar written all over them. I'm more of an Anthony Edwards guy. I think, everyone is talking about LaMelo Ball, and rightfully so. He was the rookie of the year. Even though he got injured, he transformed that Charlotte Hornets team into what looked like a playoff team. When he was on the court, there was a big difference. He's the floor general. He's got eyes in the back of his head, all of that good stuff. And I think he's a more efficient basketball player than his brother Lonzo. So there were so many things that people loved about LaMelo Ball's game in his rookie season, and rightfully so. But Ant Edwards, to me, looks like the superstar. Was he inefficient early in his career? Sure. But I thought he got better as the season wore on. I thought the three-point percentage went way up. I thought he was more confident. We know about the athleticism. I think it's only a matter of time before this guy explodes and becomes one of the best young players in the NBA. So I'm more of an Anthony Edwards guy, but we'll see what happens. I want those 2 guys, and I want some big-time cards for them in my collection. Really don't have that, especially LaMelo Ball. I've got some Anthony Edwards cards, but nothing needle-moving, right, for either one of them. I've got a LaMelo Ball as well, but I don't have anything that I feel like, okay, I can leave them alone. I've got what I need. Similar like to Ja and Zion. I feel like I've gotten enough of those guys that if I didn't get any more of them, I'd be fine. I don't feel that way about those two. I need to do more work there. So that's number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is a season that I just was scared away from because of the price. When I first got back in, the price point on the 2018-2019 cards were just through the roof, and I didn't really know why. It makes a lot of sense now. Luka Doncic in particular, but now Trae Young is starting to show that he's a superstar in this league as well. And so those cards are just through the roof. You know, simple things like Chronicles that are usually dirt cheap, they're banging you in the head for just a pack of that. And I'm like, God damn, really? So I ran away from 18-19, but I got to go. At some point, I'm going to have to go to 18-19 to get a Trae Young and a Luka Doncic. Now, I've gotten both of their rookie cards, okay? And so technically, if I wanted to just move on from those guys, I could. But again, much like with, you know, Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, I don't think I've gotten the one that in particular I can say, okay, I'm done, I'm good, or I've got enough of them to where I feel like I'm good, I can move on. That's not how I feel about either one of those players, especially Trae Young, because I've gotten multiple Luka rookies, but Trae Young has eluded me a bit, so I'd like to go back there and potentially maybe see if I can hit something with you know, both of those guys, but Trae in particular. But you know, Luka is the more profitable of the two, so I would love to hit some more Luka Doncic's as well. So those two come in at number 4. On number 3 on my list is another duo that I don't have any of theirs. So like I'm dying to go in, and I've got a list of, you know, boxes that I want to get. I just don't want to spend the money on it right now. You know, I've gotten so many other things going on. I don't want to spend money on that, but I got to go all the way back to 2017, 2018, because I think Jason Tatum's going to be a superstar. I think he might have already ascended into superstar stratosphere, but Jason Tatum and Spider Mitchell, you know, Donovan Mitchell, those are the two that I really want out of that 17-18 draft class. And I know Tatum's going to do it, and he's a Duke guy. You know, I'm a Duke fan, so I really want Tatum in the worst way, but I think Spider Mitchell is right there. After watching what he did to my Memphis Grizzlies this year, and it didn't just take that. I already knew this guy was a superstar, but watching him do what he did to my Memphis Grizzlies, it just kind of magnified everything and intensified my want and desire to get one of his rookie cards, because I think he's pretty special as well. So those two guys check in at number 3. I don't have any of their rookie cards, either one of them. So I got a blank slate there. I need to start filling it up with Tatum and Mitchell rookie cards. So number 2, now we get into single guys. And I wanted to do this before, and really I could split this one up too. I probably should split this one up. So I will split this one up. Kawhi Leonard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's number 2 for me. Now that I think about it, because at one point I was really hot after Kawhi Leonard rookies, and when he got injured in the playoffs, I just said, okay, I can put that on the back burner for a while. Like, if he wins another championship with another team and he's MVP of the finals, like, I gotta have it. So I probably need to do that before, you know, eventually he comes back from the injury, whatever it may be, and does that, because he's that kind of player. You know, Giannis, same deal. You know, I don't think he'll win another NBA championship, but it's good to know that he got one, because it solidified his place in the NBA pantheon of superstars. Because had he not won it this year, I don't think he would have gotten one. I mean, literally the Red Seas parted, and this was the perfect opportunity for him to get it. And with his struggles in the postseason prior to this year, it was good to see him rise to the occasion and take advantage of all the injuries that took place in the NBA playoffs. So Giannis is a guy that I want. I'm going to go after him. Kawhi is a guy that I want. I'm going to go after him as well. And then finally, number 1 is a guy that I had a ton of rookie cards of and gave all of them except one away. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about if you've been following me. For those of you who haven't, I'm talking about Kobe Bean Bryant. I only have one Kobe Bryant rookie left. I got a couple more, but they're garbage. I mean, they're in terrible condition and shape. So I don't even mention those, but and they're base cards, so it's not like they're big time difference makers. I'm so mad at myself, but I've forgiven myself for this because I didn't know any better. And like I said, when I was trading them away, what I was getting in exchange was at the time top market value. I'm getting Michael Jordan Rockstar refractors for a Kobe Bryant rookie. Who is this kid? You know, I had no idea who he was at the time, and I'm like, you can have it. Give me the Rockstar Jordan refractor. Are you kidding me? Like, I was getting top choice premium type stuff, and now I'm like, damn, I got. At the time, I felt like I was stealing. Now I realize I got, but I didn't know at the time. No one did, except the kid that was getting us for all of these Kobe Bryant rookies and hoarding all of them. So Kobe Bryant is the one that I have to find a way to go back and get. And that's my favorite draft. I think that's the greatest NBA draft class anyway, to be honest with you. That was my favorite year collecting cards. That was really the draft that made me fall in love with collecting cards, with that 96 draft. You don't get much better than that draft class. You know, Marcus Camby, Kobe Bryant, Antoine Walker, Stephon Marbury, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, Ray Allen. I mean, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. I mean, I could go on and on. I just loved 96 and collecting cards that year. It was just so much fun because there were so many good players in that draft class. It was ridiculous. And there are more that I didn't even name, you know, especially for that time, you know, like Wallace out of Syracuse. You know, Tony Delk was supposed to be good coming out of Kentucky. I mean, there were so many guys coming out of that draft class. It was ridiculous. 96. Yeah. Anyway, Kobe Bryant. I want to go back there and go get one. So I'm gonna go hunting after Kobe. That's like similar to Tom Brady. You put that on the back burner. That's for way down the road. But eventually, I'm gonna go back and go hunt me down a Kobe Bryant rookie. So those are my top 5 NBA. Well, it's more like 10 or 11, but who's keeping count, right? What are yours? Are there any guys you would like to go back into time and try to find, or any guys you would love to go back and see if you can't acquire to add to your collection, or maybe, you know, buy to sell, whatever the case may be? Love to hear. Leave it down in the comment section. So that takes us to our pack today, 2020 Panini Select Value Pack. Let's get into it and see if there is anything in here of a note for the kid. We'll see if there's something here that we can get excited about. We start off with a Emmanuel Sanders Premier Level base. Thanks for coming. John Elway. That's a dope jersey. Base, Premier Level. Saquon Barkley. Prism, Premier Level. That's nice. It's a solid hit. Throw it off to the side. We got a Tua Tagovailoa rookie. So we did get one of the quarterbacks in here. Why can't I get it straight? There we go. That's another hit. Larry Fitzgerald Unbreakable. Insert. Thanks for coming. Emmitt Smith Turbocharged. Thanks for coming. Drew Brees Hot Stars. Thanks for coming. Darrington Evans Premier Level Rookie. Jason Moore Rookie Concourse. Kirk Cousins Concourse Base. Brandon Ayuk Rookie Concourse Base. He better get his act together because he didn't play a ton of snaps in week 1. Khalil Mack Concourse Base. Thanks for coming. Damon Arnett, Concourse base rookie. Zach Moss. Feel like we're getting the same cards we got last time. Concourse base rookie. And Aaron Rodgers, Concourse base. So, not bad. Not bad at all. This Tua will be sleeved up. It's a solid hit. And this Saquon Barkley. Premier level Prism will be sleeved up. So, not bad at all. You generally don't get anything juicy out of these values, at least with my experience. And that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Actually, that Tua especially deserves a bang. I still haven't run into Herbert or Burrow. Man, those two are running like Speedy Gonzalez. But I'm going to catch them eventually. You can run, but you can't hide. And so that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on another episode of the Card Collector Series podcast. If you enjoy this content, please do me a huge favor and subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and hit the like button and comment. If you've got something to say, I'd love to hear from you. That's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, reminding you that it's hunting season and it never ends here on the Card Collector Series. Until next time, you guys, take care. Have a good one.
LouieTeeNetwork.